We are experienced tax professionals well-versed in handling a variety of tax situations. Receive genuine assistance and competitive pricing from real tax professionals who've seen it all.
We're marking 2 decades as a community-based enterprise here in Waco, Texas. So call us at 254-235-5662 or log on to www.prosperitytax.com. Thanks, guys.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. KWBT-FM, HD2 Waco, Temple, Killeen, Fort Cavazos. The new leader in sports in Central Texas is Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
It's time to get in the game.
Do you know what time it is?
Tune in to Primetime Sports Talk with Jalen Gillis.
To me, you are nothing.
Your go-to source for breaking sports news in Central Texas and exclusive Dallas Cowboys coverage.
Start it up, let's go.
Catch us Monday through Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back into Centex Prime Time on this Feel Good Friday here at the end of the week. I am your host, Jalen Gillis, getting ready to take you through the prime time topics in sports, not just in the Central Texas area, but from all around the nation. I want to thank everybody for listening in with us today. We got a little bit of a later start, 5:30 to 7 today. Folks, like as always, want to thank you guys for tuning in with us on Centex Magic 94.5. Also on Infinity Sports Radio, Central Texas. And as always, our faithful viewers over on YouTube, Centex Sports TV / Centex Sports Network over on YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in with us today. Well, folks, we got a lot to talk about and a lot to jump into today in today's show. Before we get started, want to remind everybody as we are moving away from the dial on Centex Magic 94.5, not just Centex Primetime, but the entire Centex Magic 94.5. It's going all digital. You'll still be able to watch and listen to everything on Centex Magic over on Facebook, on YouTube, on the app. As far as Centex Primetime, you can still go right over to YouTube, Centex Sports TV / Centex Sports Network. Go over to YouTube, check that out, hit that subscribe button, click the bell so you can get notified every time that we go live here, 5 to 7 p.m. right here on Centex Prime Time. Well, folks, like I said, a lot to talk about here today on Centex Prime Time, as we've got NBA season in full effect. We've got the NFL Super Bowl coming up soon. We've got college basketball and high school basketball going on. So plenty to talk about here today on this Friday afternoon / Friday evening. So joining me today on the show, as always, usually does on Thursdays, we got Kyrell Gibson coming on the show with me today. Kyrell, what's going on?
What's going on, bro?
Ain't nothing much, man. Just trying to get to these games. Also joining in with us over the phone, I've got PJ Gaither calling in with us again today as well. PJ, what's going on?
What's happening, bro? I'm doing good.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, like I said, folks, usually on Thursdays and Fridays is when we try to talk some NBA, and that's exactly where we're going to start this show here today. We're going to talk a little bit of NBA action today on the show. To start off, we'll also talk about some NFL topics. Plenty to talk about with that. The Pro Bowl is on Sunday. I don't think anybody's getting ready for that or preparing for that at all. But the Pro Bowl is on Sunday, and the Super Bowl is the following Sunday after that. So we got plenty to talk about with all of that as well here today, folks. So let's get started with some NBA topics here first. All-Star Game. The voting for the team is finally out. The full teams have been announced. And as always, there are some snubs, I guess you could say. Some snubs and people that did not make the All-Star team that some people wanted to be able to make the All-Star team. There's some new faces in the All-Star game. One of my Houston Rockets made it to the All-Star game, and Alperen Sengun. Jalen Green didn't make it, but we still have some other guys in as well. Some new faces in as well for that side. Some people that I thought were going to make it didn't make it in this year's All-Star game. I was glad to see James Harden back to making the All-Star game. He was definitely deserving of that. But there's some guys that got left off the list. When I think about some of the guys that got left off the list before I let you two go, the first name that comes to mind, well, two names that come to mind. One in the West is a name that a lot of people wouldn't know, but Norman Powell. I think Norman Powell has had a phenomenal season this season, very underrated season, and I think he actually should have got that start. The Clippers are in the playoff hunt right now. They're not a bottom-feeding team, even though a lot of people thought they were going to be. They're 27-20 as of right now, and their leading scorer this year is Norman Powell. He's averaging 24 a game. I think this dude definitely should have got some recognition for being an all-star this year. I know it's kind of an aberration. He's not a guy that usually averages 24, 25, but he got his opportunity this year, and he did the best with it. You can't fault a guy for doing that. Finally gets his opportunity to get the ball in his hands, and he's averaging 24 points a game on a playoff team. I definitely thought he should have made the All-Star game. In the East, it's one that I feel like we have to say this every single year. Trae Young. Like, well, I don't know what the deal is with Trae Young. I don't know if they just don't like him. I don't know if his voice is kind of weird or it's because his hair is a little off or something like that. I don't know what the deal is with Trae Young and why he doesn't get the recognition as far as being in the All-Star game. He gets snubbed almost every single year. Either it's an All-NBA team he's getting snubbed from, or it's an All-Star team that he's getting snubbed from. Doesn't make any sense to me how this guy continuously gets left off. He's leading the league in assists. Dude is averaging 11 assists a game, 22.5 points, and 11 assists a game, leading the league in scoring. I don't know what the deal is. I understand that the Hawks are not just at the top of the standings, but most of the East is trash. Let's just keep it a buck, everybody. It's Friday. We're going to keep it real here on the show. The whole East is trash. Not the whole East. Let me take that back. Besides like 3 or 4 teams in the East, everybody else is pretty much the same. Like, so to bring his record up into it, I don't think that's a good argument for it. I definitely think he should have been right there as far as being an all-star. Like I think he should be every year. This dude averages a double-double every single year with points and assists, and for some reason he gets left off a lot of people's ballots. I don't know if it's a popularity thing. I mean, he's in Atlanta, but I don't know if it's a popularity thing or what. I don't know what's going on with that, but fellas, I'll let you guys go ahead. Kyra, who are some guys that got snubbed or got left out in this year's All-Star?
Uncle Drew.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say Kyrie.
Norman Powell was a definitely good shout out, and he deserves a start. I'm not gonna say Kyrie should have started over him because they pretty much putting up the same numbers, but Norman Powell and Kyrie Irving are both averaging 24, 5 and 5 on almost 50% shooting, and they put in J-Dub.
Yeah.
for I guess for Shea winning him games. So I don't know if Shea's aura got that man in the All-Star game or what they gonna say. But leaving Uncle Drew is egregious to me because that's a basketball legend right there. Norman Powell, even though his numbers are deserving, I can understand why he get left off because it's like your first year popping out. People may not know who you are, or really respect his game. But y'all know who Kyrie is. Y'all been known, and he was an all-star in the past. And you looking at the numbers. Devin Booker too.
Yeah, Book got left off.
First of all, this is the worst all-star lineup in years. I hope don't nobody watch this stuff, man. I mean, I guess it might be Bron's last one, so I might watch that. But the all-star team, the dunk contest lineup, it's like y'all purposefully, y'all want LeBron to make another league. Clearly. Y'all don't want the NBA no more.
Never missed a hilarious Ricky Smiley.
Number one show in the city.
All right, Monday on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know.
And you know I got the hot spot with music, movies, and more.
And I'll be pouring some more hot celebrity tea. And there's another fabulous color today. All that and more Monday on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Every weekday morning. Wake up! The sound of Central Texas.
The only radio station I listen to.
Magic 94.5.
94.5 The Beat.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200
$200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the
Luka, Joel, Ja, even Wagner. And there's a lot of other guys who they just didn't play enough games to probably earn that consideration, who probably should be in it, but with the the new rules now, you don't play enough games, you ain't gonna get in the All-Star. But I say the guy that I really just been looking at, I've not been liking this guy for a while now, Sabonis. I don't know if it's just because he's not really a popular player for people who probably not the average NBA, watcher, like people that just come around every once in a while just to watch the NBA. They probably might not know about him.
Yeah.
But if you're somebody who watch basketball, then you should know that Sabonis is possibly, I wouldn't say he is the most, but he's up there as one of the more efficient scorers. And if you look at, his numbers this year, he's averaging pretty much 21 points a game, 14 and a half rebounds, 6.6 assists right now.
14.
He's pretty good, and he's been playing good for the Kings for a while now. So, it's only so much room that they got to put these guys into the All-Star game, and I've been hearing some people saying that they should kind of expand how many players should get into there. But some of these guys, even Kyrie, I feel like not having Kyrie in there is crazy to me. It's already bad enough Luka didn't play enough games, but Kyrie has been playing good. Like Kyrie said, he's averaging 24 points a game, and you seeing guys who's averaging less than really both of the guys that I just said, or not averaging. These dudes, girls before, or some, I don't know what it is, but it's just like the league just got it out for him. He's always left off something. You know what I mean? I don't really understand how he couldn't get in there. Isn't Tyler Hero?
Yeah, see, and with the East, the West is a little tougher because obviously I think it's just more good players in the West. It's just simple. Yeah. But in the East, when I seen Tyler Hero's name, I said, okay, this is just Trae Young did something to somebody. He did something to somebody. Something happened at some point. Tyler Hero over Trae Young?
It's crazy.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing, y'all? What are we doing? He's averaging a point and a half more than him. That's it. But Trae Young is also leading the league in assists.
That's what I was gonna say.
What is going on?
That was the most egregious.
Yeah, that's wild. And I like dude, but even Evan Mobley was kind of a little bit like, all right, y'all, come on, man, come on. We y'all trying to, I get the whole number one seed agenda that y'all trying to push. I get it, and I understand it. But come on, guys, let's reel it back in. Go ahead.
I thought All-Star was voted on by the fans, man.
So the All-Star starters, the fans vote a high percentage of the All-Star starters. Reserves is voted by coaches.
Mm-hmm. And Evan Mobley, and let me not get on Evan Mobley. Tyler Hero,
bro, Pascal Siakam.
Yes, Siakam.
Like I don't know what the East was doing. I don't know what the East is doing. The East is random.
This will never happen again. This is going to be the worst backlash they've ever had for the All-Star game this year.
And you see they've already changed the All-Star like how the game is. It's not a game. It's like a tournament. It's like a 5-on-5 tournament or something like that now. They're splitting it up into 4 teams. It's ridiculous, man. And I know Adam Silver is a very progressive owner, I guess you could say. He tries to change with the times, which I do like that part about him. Because a lot of people just want to, everything's got to stay the same. No, everything can't stay the same. He's moved the games off cable TV to streaming services, and that was a big deal. He's a progressive owner, but they are missing on everything to do with All-Star Game since he's been an owner. I'm just going to keep it a buck. All-Star Game's terrible. Dunk contest is terrible. Three-point, all that stuff, it's terrible. We had Sabrina Ionescu and Steph Curry in a three-point contest. Like, what's going on? What are we doing? Are we gonna send somebody down to the WNBA to be in their All-Star game so they can do a 3-point shootout? We gonna send Steph down there against Angel Reese? That's what's next. Like I don't know what's going on, man. But the All-Star thing is getting kind of crazy. This year's voting, I mean, like I said, the West is tough. I like PJ's pick. I like Sabonis. Sabonis is always a guy that gets left out, man. He doesn't. We haven't heard him complete 4 sentences. That's why Sabonis isn't in there, because we don't even know what dudes sound like, what he talk. We don't know anything about Sabonis. That's why he's not in there. Unfortunately, even though his game speaks for it, like you said, dude averaging 14.5 boards on a decent team. But like, and also LaMelo. LaMelo's the only one that we didn't say. And I know people are like, man, LaMelo, they've only won 12 games. Bro, you put Siakam in there. Let's stop it. You put Evan Mobley in there. And LaMelo, this is the first year that ever in NBA history that the number 1 vote getter didn't make the All-Star team. He was the number 1 vote getter in the NBA, in the East, for guards, was LaMelo Ball. And he did not make it, and that's the first time that happened. So the All-Star game, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on anymore.
They're telling y'all who you want to see.
Like,
and the NBA is just being like, nah.
We good.
We good. We don't want nobody to watch.
And then,
tell you what, man, when that All-Star game bill come back, you know, for the lights,
a lot of red
in the arena, a lot of red.
It's gonna be in the red, a lot.
A lot of red.
I don't know what's going on. And the last one I had to say before I move on, Tyrese Maxey. We're getting out right. Tyrese is averaging 27. He just gave Bronny 40. He just sent Bronny back to the G League by himself. Bronny came up for 1 game, and they said go in and guard Tyrese Maxey. Toast. French toast, matter of fact. He was out of there. Like he had no chance in that game. But Maxey should have made it. I don't know what's going on. I get the Donovan Mitchell thing, even though he's just, he's having an okay season, but the team is playing good. He should have been in reserve, in my opinion. But he's a starter. Darius Garland, I get it. The team is good. Lillard, I get it, because Lillard's always hooping. But Tyler Hero, Mobley, Siakam, like what are we doing, man? I don't know. And in the West, the only one I really had a problem with in the West is Jaren Jackson. Why is Jaren Jackson in there?
I don't understand that.
I ain't gonna lie, Jaren Jackson been hooping.
He has been hooping. I give you that. But come on, man. Norman Powell been hooping. Sabonis been hooping. Sabonis averaging 20 and 15. Like,
yeah, that's crazy. When PJ said that, I was like, 14 rebounds?
14 and a half. He averaging 14 and a half.
15. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Dude, ridiculous. 20 and 15 is crazy.
Man. I'm sorry. I'm just keep talking about J-Dub because I'm like, okay.
Him or Şengün, and I'm glad Şengün made it, but like, his number's not better than Sabonis.
I ain't heard Şengün say nothing ever.
You're not going to. Hey, I ain't know Şengün had a little swag like that. He didn't play last night against the Grizzlies. Dude had on the Cuban link, and I'm talking about the real diamonds. He had on the Cuban.
What?
He had on a couple watches, the bracelets. I said, oh, no, I ain't even know they got down like that in Turkey. My Turkish brother. I ain't know they got down like that.
And I was sauce.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he been down there in Houston with Sauce and them. Johnny Dang when he got him right. Because he definitely was iced out on the sideline. Moving on to another topic. We got a lot to talk about today here on the show, folks. Like I just mentioned, last week, Bronny got called up from the G League after he had like 2 30-point games in the G League in a row. Been in the G League hooping. Matter of fact, I see everybody got quiet about all the Bronny guys that were saying this guy shouldn't be in the league. Yada, 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 yada. He only got drafted because his daddy. Okay, he started getting 30-9, 28-7. He started putting up some of those in the G League, and nobody said nothing. Comes back into the league. I'm just going to preface this with saying this is all J.J. Redick's fault. Let me just start with that. Everything that happened is J.J. Redick's fault. He calls Bronny up. He has a G League game, I think the night before. He has to get on a flight. They fly him up to Philly, gets there a couple hours before the game, sticks him in the first quarter after Tyrese Maxey's got like 15 already in the first quarter. He's cooking. He's fried everybody on the Lakers already. He sticks Bronny in and like, stop him. So what happens? Of course, Bronny starts getting fried. Just like Maxey would do anybody else. Maxey ended with like 40 and barely played in the fourth quarter. Like, so he's killing them. Bronny gets in, doesn't play good, misses some shots, and had a couple turnovers. Okay, cool. He's once again, second-round pick, 55th pick in the draft. You bring him up from the G League the night before. He comes in and misses shots and gets beat on defense by one of the best guards in the league. That should be obvious. After the game, J.J. Redick comes on and says, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have put Bronny in. It was a primetime game in Philly and all this stuff because he played bad. He played bad in this game, didn't play good. Maybe I shouldn't have called him up from the G League and put him in the primetime game and just threw him in the game, in the action. J.J. Redick, you think You think maybe I shouldn't have done that? Like, that's not obvious? You call dude up. He hasn't played. He's got 15 DNPs. You call him up and like, hey, get in there and stop Maxey. And it doesn't work. And you're like, yeah, he played bad tonight. Bro, how about you coach bad tonight? Why are you losing to the Sixers? Let's start with that. Why are you losing to the Sixers? Paul George didn't play or Embiid didn't play. But now, Bronny didn't play. Bronny didn't play good. Dorian Finney-Smith was like 1 for 7. Gabe Vincent was like 1 for 5. Bron had 30. AD got hurt in the first quarter. But, man, Bronny played bad. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I shouldn't have did. J.J. Redick's starting to get on my nerves, man. I was rooting for him as a coach, and I'm still rooting for him. I still don't even think he's a bad coach. But some of the stuff you say and before or after the games, like, bro, what are you doing? What are you talking about? I'm gonna get on that GM next after this, but right now I'm just staying with J.J. Redick. What y'all think about Bronny's game? Him getting called up and it not going so good. PJ, I'll start with you.
Oh yeah, it's just bad coaching, and it's bad on his point because you don't really want to hold yourself accountable. Really, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can sit on there and just say like, oh, well, I probably should. No, you shouldn't have, because you didn't put him in a tough situation. They're already making YouTubes about the boy, all about how he shouldn't be in the league, and they waiting on him to have bad games, whether he in the G League or if you move him up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So putting him in that situation is just kind of like you setting him up for failure. And like you said, Tyrese Maxey was already cooking. So putting Bronny in is not going to stop him. I don't know what he thought that was going to do. Was they going to slow him down? Like, he was already hot. And then, Bronny goes 0 for 5 on shooting. Turn the ball over a few times. It just was a bad situation. He shouldn't have even really been in the game. As a coach, you really got to assess that situation a lot better. And you really got to take full accountability on your part, because he should have never really been in the game in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, you called a dude up, like I said, been in the G League. You randomly call him up and like, hey, get in the game and stop somebody. And it didn't work, and for some strange reason, you're surprised about that. I don't know what's surprising about that. And then you put him in there to go guard Maxey. Like, oh, he's not having good. Of course he didn't have a good game. JJ, what are you talking? Who did have a good game? That's my thing. Who on the Lakers had a good game that game? And why didn't you say the names of the guys that also had a bad game? But the dude, like you just said, PJ, that everybody's already talking about, that's who you start your press conference talking about. Bronny didn't have a good game. Like, what do you think about this, Kyrell?
Yeah, man. 15 in the first quarter, right? So your reaction to that was to not go and find somebody that's already in the rotation. Maybe put a bigger body on him. I know he probably saw possession of Rui or whoever. Was Vando back?
Yep, Vanderbilt's back.
Okay, yeah. Why are you going to your man? Look, if Jason Kidd, if he getting fried, Luka can't stop nobody, and he go get the second round draft pick off the bench or whatever from that was in the G League the night before. Man, we cooking Jason Kidd. Why did you think that would work? He's not even on the team.
Never missed a hilarious Ricky Smiley.
Number one show in the city.
All right, Monday on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know.
And I got the hot spot with music, movies, and more.
And I'll be pouring some more hot celebrity tea. And there's another fabulous color today. All that and more Monday on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Every weekday morning. Wake up! The sound of Central Texas.
The only radio station I listen to.
Magic 94.5.
94.5 The Beat.
Get the latest for the sound of Central Texas.
Hey, look. Check, mic check.
By logging on to CentexMagic.com.
Here we go.
Magic 94.5.
94.5 beat. All day, every day. This is
GWBT Waco, Temple, Killeen.
Are you ready?
For the sound of Central Texas.
Yeah.
More soul and R&B for Central Texas.
All the time.
Magic 94.5.
It's going down.
94.5 The Beat.
But we still good. I hate to be to make it ever. Probably ain't getting back together, but that don't mean that I can't wish you better. Good, but we still good. Who knew it'd be like this? You Texas talking.
Right about that. We wasn't expecting nothing from you anyways. You wasn't a lottery pick. Whatever. And y'all want to get on this young dude, man, because he was drafted last.
I don't get it, man. What do y'all expect this dude to do? Everybody's on Bronny, and I get it. His dad is LeBron. LeBron already got plenty of haters. We got to listen to Rashad McCants on Gil Arena's podcast every day, hate on him for no reason. So, I mean.
Oh, my God. He's so ugly.
Bro, he's terrible. He's terrible. The show is good, but he literally almost makes me stop watching the show sometimes because the takes don't even make any sense, even when it's not about LeBron. He just wants something to be mad about. But so Bronny gets called up out of the G League game, doesn't go as planned in the game, but get a dude time, man. He's played like in 10 games maybe? I think he's played 45 minutes in the whole season. And those are little 2-3 minute spurts throughout the season. Let's get a dude some time. We got to take a short break here on Centex Primetime, folks. When we come back, still plenty to talk about. We're going to touch the top of the hour. Still got plenty of takes to talk about NFL topics and some more NBA topics as well. So stay tuned and stay locked in. We'll be right back after this short break.
Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans.
We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports.
Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency and your go-to source for all things audio and video. Is your church long overdue for audio and video upgrades? Call Lighthouse Streaming for a free consultation. Does your corporate or church event need audio or video production? Don't stress. Call the guys at Lighthouse Streaming. In business since 2017, Lighthouse Streaming has produced hundreds of live events and completed dozens of church and venue installations. Whatever your AV needs are, Lighthouse Streaming has you covered. Give them a call at 254-252-4206. That's 254-252-4206. Or go to lighthousestreaming.com and set up your free consultation.
Hey guys, it's Rocky and Keisha, and at Prosperity Tax Service, we're all about convenience. We get it. Life is busy. Your time is valuable. That's why we've streamlined the entire process to be as hassle-free as possible.
No more sifting through piles of paperwork or spending hours at an office. With Prosperity Tax Service, you can handle your taxes from the comfort of your own home.
Your financial data is in safe hands with us through our secure and user-friendly customer portal at prosperitytax.com. It's your one-stop shop for all things tax-related. Log in anytime from anywhere, whether it's from your couch or on the go.
We are experienced tax professionals well-versed in handling a variety of tax situations. Receive genuine assistance and competitive pricing from real tax professionals who've seen it all.
We're marking 2 decades as a community-based enterprise here in Waco, Texas. So call us at 254-235-5662 or log on to www.prosperitytax.com. Thanks, guys.
NSJ Event Co., one of the premier event designers in Central Texas and a Centex Sports Network supporter. Voted Waco Awards Event Planner of the Year 2021, NSJ Event Co. is your go-to source for event planning. Whether it's your next baby shower, birthday bash, wedding, or retirement party, NSJ Event Co. will bring out the elegance, class, and style your event deserves. Call NSJ Event Co. at the number on the screen or scan the QR code to schedule a free consultation. NSJ Event Co., where the party lady takes care of all your event needs.
Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. KWBT-FM, HD2 Waco, Temple, Killeen, Fort Cavazos. The new leader in sports in Central Texas is Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
Holy Jesus. What is that?
It's time to get in the game.
Do you know what time it is?
Tune in to Primetime Sports Talk with Jalen Gillis.
To me, you are nothing.
Your go-to source for breaking sports news in Central Texas and exclusive Dallas Cowboys coverage.
Start it up, let's go.
Catch us Monday through Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Central Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans.
We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports. This is live from the Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports Studios.
That's right, sports fans.
About to show these boys how we do it.
Tune in to Primetime Sports Talk with Jalen Gillis, your go-to source for breaking sports news in Central Texas and exclusive Dallas Cowboys coverage on the Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back into Centex Prime Time here, hour number 2 on this Feel Good Friday. Want to thank everybody for tuning in with us on Centex Magic 94.5, Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas, and YouTube, Centex Sports TV / Centex Sports Network over on YouTube. Make sure you guys go over there, check us out, hit the subscribe button. That is where the show will be for as we move forward, going digital here on Centex Magic 94.5. So make sure you guys tune in to check that out as well. Also, click that subscribe button and go on there and click the bell so you can get notified whenever we go live here on Centex Primetime, 5 to 7 p.m. weekdays right here on Centex Sports Network. Well, folks, like I said, plenty to talk about here today. Just got done talking about some NBA. Still joined on here by Kyrell Gibson and also PJ Gaither calling in with us today, as well as we just got done talking about the All-Star Game format and how crazy it's going to be. I guess, I don't know, this is a brand new thing for everybody. Not sure how this is going to go, but we'll see how it goes. Also, just got done talking about Bronny and his criticism that he got, even though I feel like it's kind of undeserved. The dude is a 55th pick in the draft, second-round pick, and people come in and like, man, he didn't act 30 like LeBron. Well, of course he didn't. He was a 55th pick. I don't know. What did you think he was going to come in there and do? But for his own coach to say it was kind of where I had to draw the line, and that's J.J. Redick. I thought he was tripping. Staying on the Lakers while we're still here talking some NBA, folks. Like I said, it's Friday. We like to talk NBA here on the weekends. We're getting closer to really just talking mostly NBA as the NFL season getting ready to wrap up with the Super Bowl next Sunday, and we'll talk about that a little bit here in hour number 2 as well. We'll talk about this terrible Pro Bowl that they got coming on Sunday as well while we're talking about the All-Star game. I ain't going to forget about the NFL side of it either. But sticking on the Lakers for a second. I know we got Lakers fans on here because there's Lakers fans everywhere. So I know we got plenty of Lakers fans on here with us. It's time for Rob Pelinka to go. For those of you that don't know, Rob Pelinka is the GM of the Los Angeles Lakers, the general manager. They fired, 3 or 4 coaches since he's been the GM? See, Luke Walton, fired. Frank Vogel wins the championship, fired. Darvin Ham, conference finals, fired. Now we're on J.J. Redick. There's a lot of coaches getting fired. No movement in the front office. Jeannie Buss. Her dad is the greatest owner maybe in sports history. And Dr. Buss, I think he is one of the best owners to have ever owned a team in any sport. That doesn't have anything to do with Jeannie Buss. That's just her daddy. That ain't got nothing to do with how she's going to run a team. Hasn't run a team great since she's been there. What does she do when they need a GM after Magic Johnson steps down? Because he said, y'all in there tripping. Kurt Rambis just told me something about basketball. He said, I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with that. Like, I don't know what y'all got going on, but I'm cool. He leaves. Who do they say that needs to replace him as GM? Man, let's get Kobe. Kobe said, absolutely not. But here's my agent's number though. Y'all can call him. I don't think he's doing nothing. I retired. I don't think he's doing nothing else. So who do they hire? Kobe's agent. Rob Pelinka's not a GM. Doesn't have a storied history of working his way up from the field room. This dude is an agent. And he was Kobe's agent. That's what we know him for being Kobe's agent. How does being Kobe's agent make you be able to scout talent? Oh, maybe you're thinking, because he had Kobe as a client. Maybe he does know how to scout talent. Wrong. Rob Pelinka worked for the guy that was Kobe's agent. The guy retires, Rob Pelinka becomes Kobe's agent. So once again, what makes you think this dude can scout talent? Since they've been there, his biggest move since they've been there has been getting Rui Hachimura and D'Lo in a trade a couple years ago. That's it. Every year they say we need a big splash in offseason, get nobody. Need a big splash in the trade deadline, get nobody. This year, oh man, in the offseason we're gonna try to get somebody. Might get Zach LaVine, might get DeMar DeRozan. Her KD might be interested in leaving Phoenix. Who do they get? Jackson Hayes. Like, what is going on, man? When are we gonna start looking at this dude and saying, hey, when are you gonna do your job? Bron says every trade deadline we need some help. We need some other people. AD is crying because he don't like playing the 5. They're too strong down there. He don't like playing the 5. He want to be on the outside and be KD. Okay, whatever. That's what your player wants. Let's get him some help at the 5. What do? Wanye Gabriel, whatever his name was. Like, what are we doing, Lakers? When are we gonna start looking at Rob Pelinka as a GM? Kyrie, let's start with you, man. What is it time for Rob Pelinka to go?
Yeah, because it was never time for him to be here. This is my problem with McCants and all you Kobe stands, man. And the Lake Genie bus, you want to, y'all. I hate to have to soil y'all memory of Kobe every time, but look what it's done. Look what y'all memory of Kobe. I ain't even gonna say memory because he was alive when he got hired. But look what y'all admiration of Kobe has gotten y'all. Rob Pelinka, his agent, is a general manager in the NBA. That's crazy. Why would an agent that ain't never had nobody go rags to riches, man? Like, it's not no dude that found somebody in the second round, signed them, and ended up being a superstar. This dude got Kobe after he was Kobe. Like, this dude has no skill set of identifying talent. There was nothing in that interview that you should have did. Kobe probably was like, yeah, he cool. Jeannie was like, oh, God, that must mean he's amazing. You know? And so at this point, it's just like, bro, how am I supposed to respect what this man has done or anything he's done? Like, bro, Bron got you a ring. Bron and AD got you a ring. Really, Bron, AD, and Rondo.
Facts.
But they got your, my shoes are here. So, yeah, man, it's just ridiculous. Rob Pelinka, this dude don't know nothing about basketball. I mean, I ain't gonna say he don't know nothing, but I'm not hiring nobody, no grown man that got Botox, man. Like a Ken doll. Come on, dude.
It's LA, man. They like stuff like that, maybe.
Man, he got Spalding leather in his face. Why he wanna? Why? I don't want to play this game, man. We trying to do the Lakers, not do the red carpet, and that's exactly what you've been dealing with, man. Because LeBron has been begging, AD has been begging to not play the 5 for years, and y'all still ain't got one. All you had to do is just go get a big, fat, strong Yabu Silly. Is sitting over there in Phoenix, knocking people out every game.
Man, he's 6'6". They don't need to bring him in no sense.
Man, but he can. AD don't want to bang shoulders with no other 5, so go get somebody that's gonna hit shoulders. You know, you had Marc Gasol and let him walk. You blew up the team first of all.
Yeah, they blew that team up for no reason. They won a chip and blew the team up.
Dwight Howard walking around town looking like an alien. For what? Doing podcasts and braiding his hair. I don't know what, man. Don't go play basketball. That's somebody with shoulders. You know, but I don't know why y'all make it so hard. Bron is still carrying his team. A little bit less this year, but with every time AD go out, Bron is up 30, 40. His line the other day was 45 and a half points in the rebounds, and assists. Bron ain't got that.
That's crazy.
Bron ain't had that all season, bro. Just because AD was out, because they thought, yeah, Bron, well, AD's out, Bron's gonna have to go crazy. That's a shame. He's 40.
40 years old.
40. Y'all refused to trade Austin Reeves. He's nice, but that's a good trade asset. I'm sorry. He's never going to be more than that. Like, if you got a big 3, Austin Reeves is a good 6-man. But y'all don't have a big 3. Y'all got a big 2. And one of them's 40 and the other one's injury prone. You need a third star. You need to go get De'Aaron Fox.
Like I don't.
But you
do need to go get De'Aaron Fox. I don't get it. What are you waiting on? Y'all could have got Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine been on the trade market for 10 years. Why ain't y'all went and got him? I think he'd be a decent asset. Y'all didn't even try to go get Paul George this summer. DeMar DeRozan cried to be a Laker for 10 years. Y'all didn't go get him. And DeMar just ain't just the coldest, but he better than some of the dudes that are getting trotted out there. Max Christie is playing the 2. I don't even know what that is. Is Doug Christie his daddy, or is his name just Christie and light skin? I don't even know what's going on. Like some of these Laker lineups are just puzzling, and it's got to be because of Rob Pelinka. I don't get it.
They getting movie kids because I'm pretty sure Max Christie was in a stunt double for Corbin Bleu and what's that movie man with the jump?
High School. Whatever it was, jump or something. I don't know.
with nepotism names.
They might have accidentally thought he was Christie's son. PJ, what you think about this with Rob Pelinka and what the Lakers got going on? Time for Rob Pelinka to go or not?
Yeah, most definitely it's time for him to go. With the Lakers, man, right now, Jenny Buss, they're like the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA right now when it comes to just front office management. That's really what they like. You don't see this team really building a team to be good and not even be good, but to try to become a championship team at least in a few years. They're holding on to this 2031 first round pick, and we don't even know who's going to be coming out their class. The kids that are going to be coming out their class, I don't even think they're in middle school.
Now, come on. What are we, 2031 draft pick?
Yeah, like, come on, bro. That's 6 years away. We don't know none of the kids.
LeBron grandkid might be in that draft. Like, what are we talking about?
Like, come on, man. So, they got stupid stuff like that. You got guys like Jackson Hayes, who is terrible. Rui needs to go. You got guys who can't even hold the ball on a simple pick and roll. So it doesn't really make sense. This team, and it's really mainly him, they make moves it's like, I don't know what moves they're even making, to be honest, because I really don't see it. But it's like they're not really doing anything, and when they do try to do something, it's to be flashy, and it's clearly not working. LeBron is 40 years old; he's going to be gone very soon. So what are you going to do after that? Because longevity, this team doesn't really have it when you want to speak on if they're going to be a good team. I feel personally that once LeBron is gone, this team it's going to be very similar to around 2015.
The 2010s. The 2010s of the Lakers.
Yeah, it's going to be that. It's going to be that. So they need to figure it out, definitely for their fan base. But I feel like as long as Rob Pelinka is there, I don't see anything changing.
Yeah, I'm agreeing. I don't see nothing changing as long as Rob Pelinka. We can't get rid of Jeannie Buss. Yeah, just get that. I mean, there is no getting rid of the Buss family. They're going to own it. When she's done, one of her kids is going to own it. Or somebody last name Buss is going to own it. So there's no reason in thinking that. But Rob Pelinka being the GM, like, what are we doing? I don't know. That's why I'm not a Lakers fan. Only time I root for the Lakers is when LeBron is there. As soon as LeBron retires, I'm going right back to pointing the finger and laughing at the Lakers. I don't care what they do, because like Kyrell said, they worried about Hollywood stuff more than they worried about actually going out there and winning games. Come on, go ahead.
Everything for them is just flashy. That's why I had to compare them to the Cowboys front office.
It's exactly like that. Only difference is people will say, "Oh, well, the Lakers got a championship in 2020." They got a championship because LeBron is there. If Patrick Mahomes goes to the Cowboys, they win the championship tomorrow. Let's stop it. Like that, but the front office wise, like you said, PJ, perfect comparison between them two. Going out there and doing that. So, a couple more NBA topics before we switch over to talk about some NFL stuff. NBA trade deadline coming up. Like we just said, there's teams that need to make moves. The Los Angeles Lakers, what are we doing? Are you going to make a move or are you not going to make a move? Last year, they did nothing. What'd they do? First round exit. Year before that, they went and got Rui and D'Angelo. And that wasn't enough, but hey, at least they went to the conference finals with that because they were like, we're doing something. There's teams that need to come out here and make some trades. Jimmy Butler, we've been talking about a trade for him. I don't know what the Heat are doing. Why are you not trading this man? De'Aaron Fox has asked for a trade out of Sacramento. He should have asked for a trade. When did he get drafted? 2016? Should have asked for a trade in 2017. It's the Kings. You're never going to win anything in Sacramento. Like, what is in Sacramento? Like, I Why would anybody want to play for Sacramento? And they got a horrible front office to go with that. So De'Aaron Fox asked for a trade too. Kyrell, what teams need to make a trade, and do you see Jimmy or De'Aaron Fox actually getting traded at this deadline?
Yeah, I think last week, Sacramento, I said, they blowed up. Go get an actual cornerstone piece. Y'all not finna build out no OKC team, man, because for one, y'all not developing. Well, Fox ain't turned into Shea.
Yeah.
Shea's a cornerstone piece. If Shea don't turn into that cornerstone piece, guess what OKC is? Right next to Sacramento. But as soon as you see that player is not going to be that, get rid of him. What we used to do on 2K, man. Rookie have a year where he only grow about 1 or 2. Oh, you out there. You out.
Once your max overall is an 87, you gone.
Man, what? Every year. You go from 79 to an 81. I'm trading you. What you mean? You supposed to get 85, 86. Yeah, so that's what happened to De'Aaron Fox. 78, 82, 84. It's out. It's over with. Go give me something else. So that's what Sacramento need to do, man. They've been having a good momentum of building up the franchise, man. Like 2 years ago, they were, making noise. They were fighting with Golden State. Like everybody, that was a good series to watch.
Great series. Boy,
it's over. It's time to blow it up. Get some bonus to look somewhere. I don't know. Trade for some bonus. Trade for some bonus. Like LA. Sabonis loves to knock people around, push people, and do that. Like, let him do that. Give up all them picks you want to give up. I don't know if they're gonna let him do it, but yeah, man. Sacramento's top needs to blow it up. De'Aaron Fox needs to go somewhere. I would actually, I want him to stay. Just so the math can trade Kyrie for him next year.
Oh man, here you go.
It's just say
it all goes back to the Mavericks some kind of way.
Mavericks and Cowboys, man. I don't watch the Rangers enough. But another team that probably should blow it up is I'm thinking Indiana, man. Like that's another team that y'all just gonna be
ugly basketball.
It's ugly basketball. Y'all not finna win.
Yeah.
Y'all just not. Y'all don't have a player that's gonna blossom. Tyrese is a good player. I think he's a very nice player.
Man, hey.
He's not that guy.
That's one of the, we talk about some of the predictions and stuff I don't got right on here, some of the talent. That's probably my worst prediction or talent scout that I've ever did. I thought after he averaged like 15 assists, I was like, man, this dude gonna be a top 3-point. Hey, Maxey is the epitome of mid. I mean, not Maxey, Halliburton. Halliburton is extremely mid. I take back everything I said last year talking about Tyrese Halliburton. Like everything.
He don't even be playing some nights.
Yeah.
He just be out there.
Just out there passing the ball. Like, what he's doing?
Swinging the ball.
Yeah, but I'm agreeing. I think Pacers need to blow it up too. And be in that list and just go ahead. I don't know what's going on. Chicago. Every year, every player's on the trade market. Can y'all, let's get Zach LaVine out of there. I don't even know if they have anybody else to trade, but let's get Zach LaVine out of there. Jimmy Butler needs to go, but I don't even know what's going on between those guys anymore or what they're doing whatsoever. I'm hearing a lot of people saying Golden State needs to make a move. For what?
For what?
What are they going to make a move and do? Like, I don't – it's over. It's over, guys.
Stuff?
No, they ain't never going to do that. What you going to trade Draymond and get what?
That's what I'm saying. Kuminga? They don't want Kuminga. Y'all think Kuminga is Amin Thompson?
Exactly. It's not at all. Not at all. And I don't know why they would need to make a trade. Phoenix, they got to get Beal off the team. But the problem is Beal making 50-something million for the next 3 years, and don't nobody want that. Nobody wants a 6'2" shooting guard making $50 million a year that's 30-something. It's just that simple. It's not. Don't have to really look that deep into it. The Nuggets, I think, could use a trade to get better. I don't know who they go get. Maybe go pick up a Cam Johnson out of Brooklyn, somebody like that. I think the Nuggets could use a trade because they're slowly trending upwards. 28-19 after they had a slow start in the season as well. And then we already said the Lakers. PJ, who's somebody you think needs to make a trade? Trade deadline next Thursday, I believe. Trade deadline next Thursday. Who's the team needs to make a trade before next week?
I was really looking at the Detroit Pistons. They really they just need somebody who can be a second star on their team, somebody who can really help with more scoring, kind of trying to have some more shot creation kind of around Cade Cunningham. Because really right now he's the only one that can really get a bucket. Even with them playing as good as they've been playing this year, they're far better than what they have been in the last few years. They still kind of lack when it comes to just scoring. So I feel like they should probably go try to get somebody. Plus, I mean, Jaden Ivey, he just broke his fibula, I think. His fibula or his fibula, one of them. Yeah. He just broke. So that's a loss right there. And then really I would say maybe the Atlanta Hawks, I think they can kind of lose Clint Capella. That's over with. Yeah, that's over. That's over with over there. And I don't know, man, just try to find somebody else, man. Try to find another big body to play over there. But yeah, man, really those two teams. I was gonna say Indiana. I've been kind of watching them, and it's been awful. They like y'all said, they just need to kind of just blow it all up. It's pretty much over there. Tyrese Halliburton, it's sad because if you go back to last summer, I mean, he was on the Olympic team. Yeah. And I don't really think he deserves to be on that team even then. But, I mean, if you look at it now and how he's been playing this year, he most definitely didn't deserve it. And so, yeah, they just need to do something over there. It's over there.
Yeah, it's a few teams that's just in limbo. Indiana's one of those, like, they're 26-20, that's cool, but, like, who are you going to beat that's in the top four? Like I started the show saying, the East is terrible, so there's nothing nobody really look forward to over there. I've seen some people saying, oh, we'll get some of the guys out of Washington since they're so bad. I wouldn't trade anybody for anybody on Washington.
Washington?
Yeah, I'm just, because they got some decent players, but anybody that losing is ingrained in their brain that much, I'm not trading for you.
They're on a losing streak right now.
16-game losing streak. Why would you trade for anybody out of Washington? So I know Kuzma, you know, some people.
Jordan Poole bucket.
He a bucket on Washington. What team? What team he gonna come in and get? He making 40-something million. What team he gonna come in?
He making what?
What's it called? Golden State paid him. Let me look at his contract. Golden State gave him like 4 for 120, 4 for 130, something like that.
Oh my God!
Before he left.
He was hooping, but oh my God.
Yeah. So what you gonna give up for a guy that's gonna come in and get what 14 points a game for that much money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. 29 million is what he's making. No. 29 million.
No. But what about Kyle Kuzma?
No. Kyle Kuzma wore a sweater that looked like it was supposed to be for Slenderman.
He wore a clean.
I don't know what. I'm not trading for Kyle Kuzma, man. This dude keeps dyeing his hair. He's making random tweets. And at the end of the day, he was just mid. He was on the Lakers, though. But it was mid. And he's been mid since he's been in Washington. So, I'm leaving him exactly where he is.
Sold to the Lorex.
I don't know what this dude had on a sweater that sleeves went down to his shoes. And he's 6'10". You know how big of a sweater that is? Like, what are you doing? That's why I can't be a fashion guy, bro. Just give me a couple. I'll still rock some polo, man. Just give me some polo and some Nike, and I'll be all right. I can't be no fashion guy. These dudes are getting too weird. They painting the fingernails. They wearing the Kanye shades that look like blinds. Like, they're just doing weird stuff, man. I ain't never get it. I seen a picture of Pharrell at one of the fashion weeks or something, in Paris today on Instagram. They said he was dressed like a chick from Philly. He had on like 3 coats. It looked like a baby fat coat, and he had on some flared out jeans. Like, I get that the big jeans thing is coming back, but they was tight. Like, they was tight around the thigh area, and then the bottom part was like bell bottom, like flared out. I don't know what dude was doing. They said he was
bell bottoms.
He was dressed like a chick from Philly, man. I don't know what was going on. So I can't do the fashion stuff. I'm not into that. Anybody that's into the fashion stuff like that, like Kuzma, I'm not doing it. Because you're just making poor decisions. You're spending $50,000 on a Gucci sweater that looks, like I said, like it looks like it's for Slenderman. Like, how do you get sleeves that long? Dude is 6'10". I don't. What are the measurements on that? So I don't know, man. There's a few teams that need to make some trades. Nobody's trading for nothing to Washington. They are in NBA purgatory right now. Cause I have no idea how Washington's ever going to get good again. John Wall revived them. If it wasn't for John Wall,
Man,
they'd have been sorry for the last 20 years.
Man.
Shout out John Wall, another guy that's forgotten about. Was my favorite player when he was in high school, my favorite player when he was in college, and was one of my favorite players in the league. And had that Wizards team hooping. They were like 3rd or 4th seed consistently. So
man, bring back college basketball, like aura, man. I hate to say the word, like,
but for real though,
ain't no
fried.
stars.
It's fried.
They suck. I mean, they don't suck, but they're boring. They don't do nothing. Come out there, X-Baby nice.
It's because everybody got a hoop mixtape now. Everybody got a mixtape. Yeah. Back then, there were 5 dudes with a mixtape coming out each year, and you gonna watch them 5 dudes go to college. Now the dudes coming off the bench Bryce James got a mixtape. Shout out to Bryce James, he cool. But like, come on, man, you averaging what, 15? And you got a mixtape? Like, man, dudes was averaging 40. Akil Carr was averaging 40 something.
Man, yeah, Bryce James, super Centex, man.
Super Centex. For real though, man. I don't know, man. All these guys, that's kind of taken away from the hype with them. One last NBA topic, and we're gonna talk about some NFL stuff. Terry Rozier is being investigated for allegedly betting on some games and allegedly throwing some games. Not throwing games, but throwing his stats, getting unders, and somehow getting paid out. Oh, these dudes always swear they're not gonna get caught, man. Everybody swear they're not getting caught. Some kind of way, these dudes always end up getting investigated and getting caught. Terry Rozier, you already trying to rap. You already be talking about being a blood. You already you look like you smoke 4 or 5 Black and Miles a day, man. This is not going to help your image. Once they find out that you did it, because if they investigating, this is a federal investigation. It's not the NBA investigating. It's like a federal investigation. Once they find out you did it, because they wouldn't be investigating if they didn't know you did it, you're done. It's going to be just your rap career left, man. You're done. You're averaging like 12 points already on a terrible team on the Heat, and now you out here throwing games for bets. Yeah, you done, Terry Rozier. I don't know what's going on, Kyrie. What do you think about Rozier potentially, allegedly betting on games?
Nah, you said it, man. If the feds investigating you, you did it. Hey, I know your daddy a long time. Whatever they say you did. Nah, man, it's better go get signed to 1800 block, man, and go get you some dicks with Kodak, and maybe you can dribble out your fame over there, man. But yeah, you cook, man. You saw what happened to Jonte Porter.
Done. I ain't heard from dude nothing.
What? You crazy? You know they gonna do you, and I know you. I can look at you in your face. You did it. All right, Terry, listen, man. Ain't seen a glass of water in.
He needs Aquifer, man. It's called Aquifer. That's what he needs, man. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It comes in a little white and blue bottle, Terry Rozier. I mean, your lips look like asphalt, man. I don't know what's going on, but they're going to say you did it when you look like that, bro. PJ, what you think about this alleged, I'm going to keep saying that because ain't nothing proven, betting scandal going on with Terry Rozier?
I ain't really got too much to say, but I am going to say, with him getting caught up, allegedly, the way that they're saying, he's about to mess it up for a lot of other guys who's possibly doing this too, and not just in basketball, but also in football.
Oh yeah,
and any other sport at that. Because if it's all is true, it's true. They finna start looking at a lot of other guys who be for some reason one night, you've been going out for the last month or the last few weeks, and then one night you just stink it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then don't shoot the ball. Not even miss it.
Yeah, like how does that happen? You know what I mean? Yeah, you can have a bad night, but some of these guys, I mean, they finger it up so bad, it's like, man, you start questioning, like, man, these people got money in the game?
Yeah, they're going to find out, man.
Yeah, they're going to find out, man. It definitely right now, with betting is at an all-time high. It's all the way out there right now. They pretty much endorsing it. These leagues pretty much endorsing it. So, yeah, you got guys doing this. He's gonna get everybody caught up.
What's going on, though, bro? You got millions of dollars already.
That's what I was just about to say. How much do you got to bet? Cause I bet stuff. How much do you have to bet for it to be worth it? When on the 10th and the 20th of every month, you getting a check for like almost $1 million. He make $20 million a year.
I'm telling you, man, they gambling and they run into some people that 40 million came in some trouble they can't buy it out of, man. They want toes, they want fingers. I'm telling you, man. That's the mob.
Boy, ran to the cartel.
So he done ran into the Italian mob out there in Miami. He done ran into the Spanish mob out there in Miami.
Yeah, the Cuban.
Yeah, the Cuban mob out there in Miami. That's what's going on. They got his cousin, and they sent the finger like on Paid in Full.
Gotta be.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
You know, guaranteed money.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, man. You in the league, bro. Just stop it. Like, come on, bro. It can't be that tempting. It cannot be that tempting where you like, man, I gotta do it. What'd you say?
I said the money can't be that good, bro. Y'all already millionaires.
You bro.
At this point, it's greedy.
That's exactly what it is. It's greedy, and you know what greedy is gonna make you lose your money every time. Dude is making $24.9 million this year.
No, man, I'm telling you, bro. There's no way he giving up that money. He in trouble. they send that man fingers and toes, man.
I forget where he's from. He's from somewhere crazy.
He's from Youngstown, Ohio.
Yeah, that's where he's from. Yeah, he's from Youngstown. Somebody back in Youngstown needed it, man. They said, "Hey, bro, I would ask you for a loan, big dog, but all you got to do tonight instead of that loan is just don't shoot the ball." I was gonna ask you for a house, bro. Grandmama need a house, but instead of doing that, just don't get 4.5 rebounds tonight, and we'll call it even. Yeah, and they done caught you.
Man.
They got your text message that they done caught you, man. So shout out.
Because that don't cost you your career.
Yeah, that's how it always go. Lil' cuz done cost you his career. You bailed him out last time. He said, bro, you know I'm gonna get it back to you. And this is how I getting it back to you. Now he's finna have you out the league and out of that $24 million. Want to go over to some NFL topics. We got about 20 minutes left here on the show today, folks. Go over to some NFL topics and really just some quick takes because we've talked about the Super Bowl. I'll get Kyle's opinion on the Super Bowl, but we've talked about the Super Bowl all week, and we got all next week to talk about the Super Bowl, Eagles versus Chiefs. But I want to do some quick takes and just some topics going around in football. Since we're talking about scandals, I'll start with that one first. Justin Tucker, the kicker. Now, I didn't even know kicker got into stuff like this. Kind of threw me off. Justin Tucker, the kicker of the Baltimore Ravens, accused of inappropriate behavior by a massage therapist. Hey, man, something's going on, bro. Now, I'm not a conspiracy. Well, yeah, but I'm not a conspiracy guy on the radio. What's going on with the massage therapist and the NFL thing? It's just either this is common and most NFL players do this, or it's a lawyer out here saying, "Hey, I can get you $150,000." What's the claims guys? Even the Geico commercials, I'll save you 6% on your whatever, something. Somebody's doing that in the NFL, but for massage therapists. Somebody's making a client list of massage therapists and saying, "Hey, I can get you this much." It's either that or dudes are just doing this. Justin Tucker is a kicker who's finna retire. I mean, he's been in the league forever. He dang near 40, and now he's got a scandal coming out about reportedly doing some inappropriate. That's all they're saying so far. Inappropriate behavior during the massage. I don't know if Deshaun Watson inspired some guys, or if he just pulled the rug out, and people are seeing what's really going on in the NFL. I don't know. PJ, what's your thoughts on Justin Tucker allegedly being accused of inappropriate behavior?
Man, thank you for even letting me start off on this because I go to school for myofascial therapy and chiropractic, and massage therapists, these folks, they are professionals. You know what I mean? They're professionals. They are taught everything about the body, if not more than certain other professions that's in the same, medical field or whatever. Mm-hmm. If you guys want y'all junk, go over to the masseuse spots that be saying $20, $30 for an hour session. I promise you go in there, Lil' Young gonna take you to the back and she may give you some action. Y'all going to these places, y'all going to these places and y'all wanting the wrong thing. Like that's not what they're gonna do. Now look at you, you're gonna be in trouble. And then what hurts me, because I love Justin Tucker. He went to Texas. I'm gonna always support the UT boys. But this is gonna bring just a terrible look really just on your career. This can really overshadow your career at this point. I mean, you see Deshaun Watson, he ain't gonna never live that down.
No, ever.
He freaked out. He freaky man. And now Justin Tucker, you finna be freaky man too. These dudes gotta have some self-control, man. Like, come on, man. Y'all supposed to be going in there supposed to get some help. Y'all supposed to be getting your hamstrings. Massage, you kick the ball all the time. You supposed to
what all do you even get massage when you just a kicker? You ain't took no hits.
Hamstring legs, all legs. Like, come on, man. You're trying to have a slip a hand all under the towel and probably that freaky stuff. Stop that, man. Y'all do gotta get some control, bro. This is insane, man. This too much. This too much for me.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I agree with all the stuff you said. It's gonna be because it's the end of Justin Tucker's career. This is unfortunately what some people are gonna remember for if it comes out to be true, and if these actions go further, like the legal action goes further than what it already is. Unfortunately, this is what people are gonna remember him for, which isn't a good thing. He should be remembered for being one of the greatest kickers of all time, if not the great. I mean, he's in conversation for the greatest kicker of all time. And unfortunately, this is how he decided in his career. Kyler, what's your thoughts on the accusations against Justin Tucker?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play devil's advocate. All right, I gotta see who the lawyer is. Okay, because if it's the same dude,
Tony Busby,
Watson case, and the same dude, which is also the same dude that went after Jay-Z like a month ago.
Yep.
And Jay-Z issued that letter and was like, "Yeah, play with me if you want to." Yeah, if it's that dude, I got a different opinion. But same time, what are you doing? Are y'all going in there and telling people that, yeah, I play for the Ravens, I play for the Texans, you know, or you really trying to walk in massage envy and get you some love?
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know what it is.
Hey, he right. He's 100% right. We downtown Dallas, man. We just had one get shut down. But you know what the title or the storefront say? I don't know, because it's in Chinese. I don't know.
When the windows is blacked out, I know what time it is.
They blacked out.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on in there. I can't tell what type of business it is. Nothing. But how y'all going and where y'all going? I know you ain't going to massage.
Nah.
Like PJ said, it's professionals. So, and then Justin Tucker, what are you getting massage?
That's what I'm saying.
You work for the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't they give you a massage?
Yep.
Man, I was in high school getting massages.
They got team issued. That they said that during the Deshaun Watson thing. They have team issued masseuses, but I guess you can go get private ones like Deshaun Watson was doing. I guess that's what Justin Tucker is doing as well. And like you said, man, I don't. What do you even get massage, bro? I don't know what's going on with that. And we pressed for time, so I'm gonna move on from it. But Justin Tucker, what's going on, bro? Like, what are we doing? And I know you ain't going to one of them blacked out spots that PJ was talking about, or that you was talking about in Dallas. They ain't gonna say nothing. So I know you ain't gonna.
They ain't say nothing.
Is you gonna tell on me? They ain't not telling nothing. They not saying nothing. But Justin Tucker, yeah, man. Justin Tucker, man. This might be coming to the end right here. Cam Newton says that he would not trade his Super Bowl for his MVP. Now, some people are going on there and that's why he didn't dive on that ball, man. He didn't dive on the ball because he's not a real winner. And he said he wouldn't trade his MVP for a Super Bowl. Why?
Man,
Trent Dilfer got a Super Bowl. Brad Johnson got a Super Bowl. Nick Foles got a Super Bowl. Anybody talking about them? No, because Cam Newton was the best player in football for a year. That's why he's forever going to get talked about. Cam Newton got a Heisman Trophy. Cam Newton has won at every level, high school, JUCO, college, and got at least 2 to the Super Bowl in the NFL. In the Super Bowl ring, you think he would rather give up the MVP and win the Super Bowl instead? Why? You going down as one of the greatest when you win an MVP, especially doing what Cam did. Not because you won the Super Bowl would have helped it more, but trading the MVP for the Super Bowl, absolutely not. PJ, go ahead and what you think about people saying, or what Cam had to say? Really, I ain't even talking about what people said. What Cam had to say about he wouldn't trade his MVP for a Super Bowl ring.
I wouldn't have been mad at him with whatever answer that he would have came with. You know, me personally, I like winning championships. So I would have rather much win a Super Bowl. But that's me though, and I'm not in his position. I don't know how that feels to win an MVP. I don't know how it feels to get to no Super Bowl or anything.
Yeah.
So I can't judge that man on how he feels. He want to keep that MVP because at the end of the day, like you said, that makes you're going to be considered with all the rest of the greats who have been an MVP before. And in Cam Newton's situation, I mean, that dude is one of the best college football players ever. He's top 5, top 10. You know what I mean? And a lot of guys still haven't done what he's done when he first came into the league as a player. So, yeah, I don't think it was a super answer, man. Like, he want to keep that MVP. He got all the rights to say that, you know. And honestly, I don't think it was necessarily a wrong or right answer. And it just all depends on how he feels.
Yeah, there's no wrong or right answer. That's why they asked it to him. If it's not a wrong or right answer, he's the only one that can choose between, would you rather have the Super Bowl since you don't have it, or give up your MVP, which you do have? Kyrie, what's your thoughts on what Cam had to say about not trading his MVP for the Super Bowl?
100% understood. We made Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl. Like, that MVP room is different. It's like the Heisman room, you know. Like you want to be in the Heisman commercials or in the national championship commercials. You know, like just as an individual, they asked him. That's my opinion. So I would rather like you do that. You know, take your MVP season. Cause to me, man, and one I didn't like is Stephen A. Of course, you know he trying to get that red check. You know, he been on all these platforms and everything, but he gonna talk about something. Wow.
Facts. He tripping.
Wow. Boy, would you would you rather ESPN get Network of the Year or you win Journalist of the Year?
Exactly. That's what Cam should. That's exactly what Cam should have said. Would you want to get that 4-year, $120-something million extension that ESPN just gave you, like he plays shooting guard for the Lakers? Or would you rather ESPN say most watched on ESPN is the most watched sports network? Don't nobody care about that. Like, so I mean, I don't get the criticism that Cam was receiving, but Cam always gets criticism. Sometimes it's deserving. Most of the time it's unwarranted criticism that he gets. But I agree with him, man. Why would you? All these dudes got Super Bowls, like you just said. Why would I need to trade that for an MVP? And I'm going down in history as one of the best to ever do it, man. It seemed like a pretty simple thing to me. One of the other guys on ESPN, Chris Canty, he says Joe Burrow is not an elite quarterback in the NFL. And he said he's not an elite quarterback in the NFL because all the elite quarterbacks in their prime don't miss the playoffs. And so he cannot be considered an elite quarterback in the NFL. Chris Canty saying the show, I don't know, did Joe Burrow do something? Was it the Joe Shiesty name? Was that just a little too ethnic and you wasn't cool with that? Like, what is the reason for why they got so much disdain for Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow was killing everybody this year. Joe Burrow's team was trash. Like, I mean, the team is trash. Like, what did you expect? What did you think was going to happen when the defense is giving up the amount of points they're giving up? He's out here scoring 33 points against Commanders and losing. 38 points against the Ravens and losing. 34 points against the Ravens, losing. 38 points against the Steelers and losing. Like, what was Joe supposed to do in that game? Score 50? Like, I don't know what these dudes be talking about. Shannon Sharp be doing it, and I like Shannon. He be doing it when it comes to Joe Burrow. And Chris Canty is just random. I don't know where Chris Canty be coming out from, but saying Joe Burrow is not elite is crazy. Kyrie, what's your thoughts on Canty saying Joe Burrow is not an elite quarterback?
Yeah, man, that's all hate. Just straight hate. You don't like to see that dude cool because he was balling. And like, if he's not elite, who is? Jalen Hurts.
Oh, you had to throw a shot at the Eagles.
Is he elite? Because he won games. He made the playoffs. Saquon Barkley ran for 200 yards, and he can make some key passes. And Jalen Hurts is nice, man. But if Joe Burrow not elite, we got to reevaluate
who is
what we call an elite, man. Because I don't know. I don't want to talk about nobody, but I question how he sees things.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that. You seen Chris Cantor, you know what I'm talking
about. Yeah, Joe Burrow, 4,900 yards this year, 43 touchdowns and 9 picks. What are we talking about, man? What are we talking about? 4,900 yards and not elite, but he do this consistently. Then you try to say it's because he misses games. So now you being injured got something to do with you being elite. What does he do when he's in the games? I thought that's what makes you elite. All right, come on, man. PJ, what's your thoughts on Canty saying Joe Burrow's not elite?
I'm going to keep it short because we're short on time, but nonsense, and we need to stop letting stupid individuals have a platform. Because they just, you know, they show how stupid they are every time they open up their mouth. That is nonsense.
I don't get it. What else did you want to do? Like I said, what else did you want him to do? If he's going out there and scoring almost 40 points in all their losses. What did you go ahead?
It's stupid, man. We gotta stop letting these dudes talk, bro. Because every time, man, they end up just saying something stupid. That's nonsense, bro. How is he not elite? Who's above him then?
It's only 3 guys I'm putting above him in the league, and it's really not 3. It's more like 2. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Burrow. And I'm putting Burrow over Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I don't know why they get so enamored with him running over people goofy. He's not even like running. He doesn't even look stable when he's running. He's like almost drunk, stumbling, running people over. And he gets that elite. He gets the elite title, but Joe Burrow don't get the elite title, even though his defense is giving up 40-something a game. Like, what? I don't get it. I don't know what they expect this dude to do. I want to talk about the Pro Bowl. Before we talk about the Pro Bowl, I just got to play a short clip just to have something to laugh out here before we get off the show here today.
Jacksonville, the community, Duval. How do we do this together?
Hey, man, what is wrong with that guy? Liam Cohen, who I didn't even know who that was, who is now the new head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Who did he hear say Duval that he was like, I got to try to do that? People been saying Duval since Duval County has been Duval County. Have we ever heard anybody say it like that before?
Nah.
I just had to play that clip. We don't even have to talk about him. I just had to play that clip because, bro, what are you doing? Duval. Who has ever said it like, what is, and then he was smiling when he did it too. I'm like, man, somebody get Adam Sandler off of here. Now I know Jacksonville going to be sorry, which I got nothing to worry about. I'm a Texas fan.
I thought it was a skit at first.
No, it looked like an SNL skit. And this dude is serious. And we're supposed to take him serious about being a head coach. See, these press conferences mean something. People didn't like it whenever Dan Campbell came out there and said we're going to bite people's kneecaps. But that's how his team play right now. Seems to not be a problem. But these press conferences mean something. We seen Adam Gase, who looked like he took what that dude say, perk 60. They ain't even a thing. We seen Adam Gase when he got the job at Miami, and his eyes was peeled back. And what happened? They got out there and was sorry. Maybe these press conferences mean something. And that's just not a good impression for Liam Cohen. You should have just said, hey, I don't know how to say it. I ain't never even been to Duval County. But instead, you decided to go out there and say that. So that was just kind of crazy. The Pro Bowl is on Sunday, folks. NFL Pro Bowl is on Sunday. And just like everybody listening and watching, I'm just like you guys. I will not be watching this at all. I don't even know what the Pro Bowl is anymore. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the format is. They're playing flag sometimes. Now they're doing like Wii Sports for the Pro Bowl like the day before, playing like dodgeball and target practice. Like what is? Hey man, I don't know what's going on. NBA All-Star Game is trash. We talked about that earlier. But in my opinion, the Pro Bowl is way worse. I don't even know what they're doing. Not saying you got to go out there and hit people like Sean Taylor used to hit people in the Pro Bowl game. But you don't have to change it to flag or whatever we even got going on. And then the selection committee. I already wasn't watching the Pro Bowl, but when I seen that Russell Wilson and Drake May are Pro Bowl quarterbacks this year, come on, why would I watch? Russell Wilson is in the Pro Bowl? What are we doing? What are we doing, NFL? The Pro Bowl's terrible. I don't even know how they can revamp it or what they need to do. I think they should just get rid of it. Nobody's watching it anyway. It's a waste of y'all's money. Y'all got to get all these dudes hotels, all this stuff. I know you in the red. You can't be making no money back with this. Kyrell, what's your thoughts on the Pro Bowl Sunday, and are you going to be watching the Pro Bowl?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be watching. Cause I'm trying to submit. I'm trying to offer up my own Pro Bowl revamp. Right? So I'm taking notes, and I want complete credit for it too. First of all, did you see the games they had already?
Yeah. The little Wii Sports things they did.
Yeah, you saw Justin Jefferson putting on the big old Mario gloves.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I did.
That was
see
terrible.
that.
Why, like, how hard is it to come up? Like, these are the best football players in the world. How are we not coming up with 1,000? How have I not seen two-man teams, quarterback and receiver, one-on-ones, have a tournament that way?
Yeah, let's just do like camps. Let's get some ones going. Let's let some people out there race. Like something we actually want to see.
Like, what are y'all doing, man? And I don't know how to fix the game. Like,
Game's
they're
done.
just gonna let people hit each other again. That's the only thing that can like y'all gotta offer up some money.
Yeah.
Some money. I'm talking like $5 million.
And they don't need that much. NFL players, hey, they're not making NBA numbers. They might come out there and play with pads on for 100,000.
Drake, that's a game check.
Yeah,
a lot of them lose.
Yeah, some of them ain't got a game check in 4 weeks. They need that.
Dude's not gonna pass 50 and not even that. You know, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But you get what I'm saying though, man. I don't know how you fix the Pro Bowl game, but like the little skill games, that's easy. That's easy. Tyreek versus Patrick Surtain, Justin Jefferson versus Patrick Surtain. You know, like it's so many players that like I would just want to see do one, so we can really be like, nah, he'll dog him.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what fans want to see. I feel like the flag football was a good idea, maybe, but it ain't. They need to come get the intramural Asian coaches. They need to come out there and show them how to play flag football, man. Because them dudes knew how to make it interesting, you know. But yeah, man, ones. I need to see ones at the Pro Bowl. I don't want to see him jumping over pads. Did you see the Justin Jefferson? He was supposed to catch a ball, land on the pad. Whoever was throwing the ball never even got in his vicinity, so he just ran around the obstacle.
Yeah, I don't even know what that's about. I don't know what any of those games are about. Like you said, when dude put on the Mario gloves, I turned it off. I don't want to see that. The little quarterback thing, I guess, is kind of interesting. Joe Burrow, I watched him do it, but then I watched Dan Orlovsky go out there in a suit and tie and get the same amount of points he got. So I'm never watching this again.
I tell you what, Jalen. Before you go on, you want to fix the Pro Bowl? You want me to tune in? You get four poles, put them in a square, tie some strings around them, and let them box. I want to see that. Make them box.
Only people gonna sign up for that is Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore. Nobody else in the whole league signing up. Them two are gonna sign up. They're not gonna get to the ring. They're gonna just start boxing before that. PJ, are you watching the Pro Bowl game on Sunday? And what's going on with the Pro Bowl game and these other separate games? I guess I don't know.
Not at all. I'm not watching this. Be a waste of time. They just need to really take it away. I don't really know what they could do to make the Pro Bowl. I mean, I like the idea of one-on-ones as well. But I honestly, I don't see them doing that, so I really don't know what else they're going to do. They just need to take it away. So I'm not going to waste my time watching the Pro Bowl. It done got very soft. There's no excitement behind it anymore. And it's kind of sad seeing how it's just it really died at this point. Like it's no longer something that people even want to watch. So what I'll be doing on Sunday is following the rest of these recruits that Texas is possibly offering.
Yep.
And yeah, I'll be being productive in that way on college football.
Yeah, I'm already getting to that point in the season, and it's sad because you still got the Super Bowl. I've seen myself last night watching 40 minutes of one of them old NFL throwback games like John Elway versus somebody. So I'm already at that point in the year, and I'm definitely not going to be watching football. Matter of fact, one of the games, the NBA games, start coming on Sunday. I ain't going to be watching the Pro Bowl game. That's terrible. Before we get off here, me and PJ had a chance to talk about some of the Super Bowl stuff. Calvary, what's your first thoughts on this matchup? We still got next week to be able to talk about it, but you haven't been on the show yet this week. first thoughts on this matchup for the Super Bowl, Chiefs and the Eagles. You don't have to come out with your pick unless you already got your pick, but just your first thoughts on it.
Yeah, I'm taking the Eagles, man.
Okay. You trying to jinx them?
No, I'm really not. I actually think they're the better team.
You think he's slick,
PJ?
PJ?
Blow the Chiefs out of the water. They're not even going, greatest team probably ever assembled. And I'm playing.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's stop it.
But I do think the Eagles are gonna win, though. It's gonna be. I'm actually excited for the Super Bowl. I think this is probably the best matchup we've had in the Super Bowl the past couple years. This is an Eagles team that's an older Jalen Hurts, a rounded out football team. They got a stud at every level. Saquon, it's lining up to be a good one, a really good one. My grandma called me the other day, said that I got a cousin that plays for the Eagles, but they keep changing the number or something. So I guess he like a bubble player. So I guess I never wanted to go against him because I was like, man, I'm the cousin. What you mean? I'm the cousin. Nah, man, I'm gonna go for the Eagles, man. I just think they have a really good shot. They can win multiple ways. I think Jalen Hurts can get hot, make all the throws. He can't make all the throws. He can make the throws and win the game. Is what I'm saying. And I know I picked the Chiefs to go back and three-peat, man, but I don't like them. I don't like them no more. I'm sick of Taylor Swift. I'm sick of his wife. I'm sick of all that, man.
Fried chicken.
Food was fried chicken. Fried chicken.
She sung it. She sung it.
And sung it.
Fried chicken.
I want to go fall in their face. His drunk daddy.
Hey, he the only one I like.
Hey, he the most authentic. But you caused all this. You know what I'm saying? The buck stop at you, sir. I don't know how. Where's your son there? Because that's not him.
Oh man,
Right.
that's him.
But yeah, I'm going with the Eagles, man. I'm tired of the Chiefs. I'm tired of Patrick. I'm tired of Megan or whatever her name is, and I'm tired of Taylor Swift. Man.
Yeah, like I said, if Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark in that box, it's going to be tough for anybody to win a game against them because clearly they're going to be the favorites in that game. But folks, we're out of time here today. Like I said, I'm not giving out my pick yet for the Super Bowl. That'll be on next week's show. Kyrell said he's going for the Eagles. Even though he's a Cowboys fan, he's going for the Eagles. He's got a cousin that's an equipment manager, so he's going for the Eagles on there. And so we'll be back on here next week. We'll be back next week to break down some more of this Super Bowl stuff. We're out of time here today. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure you guys go over to YouTube, Centex Sports Network. That's where you'll be able to find the show next week on here. So I want to thank everybody once again for listening in. I want to thank Kyrell and PJ for jumping on here with me. We'll be back next week, Super Bowl week. We'll talk about the Super Bowl all week long. We'll see you guys then. Everybody have a great weekend.
Texas home for sports. It's Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports. Catch all your in-depth sports analysis with the best. The hottest sports show in the evening is Centex Primetime, hosted by Jalen Gillis.
Act like y'all.
Weekdays 5 to 7. This is the Central Texas #1 leader in sports. Centex Sports Network.
That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports.
And Infinity Sports.